ngizame kanzima ngiluze into eziningi, lots of money, lots of everything, but ke wazala ingane engasiyo yami ngambekezelela ngayondla, wakhathala yimina wangala ngoba sizophumela uraf azamela umina.
As you can hear him, and he's making a number of allegations against the young lady who we now know is 25 years old and is from this area as well. We will be trying to speak to the family. The family has been informed. We come from the police station earlier, and they did let us know that the family has been involved. So we will try, and speak to the family about a number of these allegations.
Yeah, but if you don't understand why women, actually most, let's say 90% of women are sabatina as guys, go and check out what this guy did. I have a noma kuthiwa kuyadlalwa lapha akudlalwa kanje futhi angicabanga ukuthiwa kuyadlalwa kodwa mina ngisamile lapho siyophila ngamaphutha abanye abantu. Imagine now the friends of this lady who was crucified like that. How would they perceive men? I'm just talking about people who are close circle to this particular lady who was crucified. This is just bullshit, man. I know people will put up a lot of reasons. I understand and acknowledge those, but we can't justify this shit, guys.
So this man unalived his partner, then posted a video of himself and shows his unalived partner.
Sibusiso Lawrence, was it really worth it, brother? Was it really worth it? Now you lose your freedom over what? So you say this person, you were done, they made you raise a child that wasn't yours, they did all these things, you did so many things for them, gave them a lot of money. Now they wanted to run away or ditch you after getting some rough money. But was it really worth it though? I wonder why people keep themselves in such situations only where they are saying they are being hurt, but only to hurt themselves more.
I just want you to know that weak men are dangerous.
Imagine being killed because you got played. Imagine being killed because you got played, imalizeraf, and all of those things. And imagine people justifying that woman or that lady was not supposed to actually do that. But now I'm trying to understand the people who are siding with Sibusiso and justifying that what Sibusiso did is right. Something is wrong, and I think we need to stay away from those kind of people. How many times as women we have been told, men do this, and when men do this, it's because it's our fault. If he cheats, it's because you were not cooking. If he cheats, it's because you're not doing laundry. If he raped you, it's because you're wearing a short skirt. If he rapes you, maybe you were wearing a long skirt. Now it means that you probably did not respond accurately to them. If it's always, like, right now, like, the fact that we are being given advice on, like, what we're not supposed to do when we're dating men. And I'm thinking to myself, how did we come to a point where, as women, we are being told to take accountability over someone else's actions? Like, he had no emotional maturity. I'm trying, no, guys, there's no way.
I'm not a cowboy. Listen, I'm gonna make you sweat, make you wet, make you wet. I'm gonna make you sweat, little baby, pissing in your pants of pressure.
Vault unlocked. Hello, what is up, you dazzling diamonds and the others? My name is Linda Kyle, and this is the Vault. Anyway, you guys, let's jump straight into this video. Alrighty then, you guys, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on the thank you button. And before you guys leave out of here, please do drop me a comment in the comment section down below, right? In this video, you guys, we are going to be speaking about what Sibusiso Lawrence did a few hours ago, right? Sibusiso Lawrence was dating a young lady and they had some issues in their relationship. Their relationship was quite tumultuous, if you will, in my opinion, where they were on and off to the point where a child was even conceived. Not Sibusiso's child, but a child was conceived. Sibusiso Lawrence murderalized his lady. He murderalized her and then he recorded the aftermath of what he did, which was quite gruesome. Many of us have seen the video on Facebook. I always tell you guys, Mina, when it comes to those kind of things, don't send it to me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know about it. But I clicked on it before it was removed. One of the most scariest things I've ever seen in my life. Whenever it comes to people getting chopped and cut and stuff like that, Mina, that thing doesn't sit well with me. I don't want to see it. Don't send it to me. Type of situation. And he did this because this was now what he had said, that he took care of this lady for many years. They were on and off, and in some instances, it was her that was saying we should be off. To the point where he got into a relationship with another lady, and she was bothering that lady, calling her, saying, oh, look, I'm with your man, but he's my man forever, type of situation. And I've seen some people in the comment section justifying what Sibusiso did. Like, oh, okay, no, she dribbled him. I'll never understand how you guys can justify murderalization because somebody got dribbled. How many women get dribbled on a daily basis and they don't murderalize? But because men they are stronger, more powerful than women, they're going to eliminate you. Look, shy or something like that. It goes down to the point of they were on and off, and then it got to a point where she was about to get this road accident fund money, and then she wanted to ditch him once again. Maybe she wanted to enjoy her millions or what have you without him. Nobody actually knows how problematic he was in that relationship. At the end of the day, he murderalized her. You can only imagine how much of a problem and a nuisance he was. A weak man, a boy with issues. He had said in that the ending video where he had already eliminated her and showed the world what he had done. He had said that they were on and off and she made him break up with his other lady. He was always stuck on that woman. He was always stuck on that woman. No matter what, even if he had moved on, it didn't matter what she had done. She had a baby outside of the relationship and he still took her back. There was nothing that she could have done in life that would have ever not made him take her back. He was always going to take. That was his lady. He loved her. Even if she was a hoe and a thought, he loved that girl as she was. But you know what pushed him over the edge was the fact that she was about to become a millionaire. And she wasn't going to share that status with him. Once again, she was about to ditch him. After he had accepted the child that wasn't his, apparently, allegedly, and so on and so forth. After she had broken his relationship up with the other lady, it was never ever going to matter what she did. He was always going to go back to her. There's always that one person for you. You will always go back to that one person. There is always going to be that one person that will drive you to crazy. You will do everything for that person. No matter, there's always going to be that one person. But to kill, Baby, you're going too far. You know, I watched that video before he shows what he did to her body. He's breathing very heavily and he's got like blood stains on his face and he's dirty and he's explaining the situation of what he just did. And all I could see was a demon. That very heavy panting, breathing. He already did the doom. He already committed the crime. He already eliminated the lady, right? There's no reason for him now when he's recording the situation. And you can tell that he's in a very remote area. So he has no disturbances. Nothing is in a rush or a hurry. But he's panting. And he's not panting or breathing heavily throughout the whole recording. He does so in intervals. It's like he's kind of switching and switching and switching. How many times have I told you guys about demons possessing you? You give them legal rights to come inside of you and do these heinous crimes that nobody would have ever thought you would commit, not even yourself. He switches back and forth. He switches back and forth. He's aware, himself is aware, the normal person, but then the spirit that is in control, that spirit was very much in control. To come in, kill, steal, and destroy. And that's exactly what that spirit did. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys, we are in the end times. The things that are in the skies have been spoken about in the book. The angels. That's when you would know it is time. But nobody believes it. They say, oh, it's just orbs, it's this, it's that. You always want to play it off for something else. Why do you think the governments of the world are not doing anything about it? They're not doing anything about it because they know it's about that time. That's why they have the bunkers. Hello. Donald Trump himself said that the American government knows what those orbs are. They know because they know. It is you that doesn't believe in what is in the Bible. You think you have so much time left. I've been telling you this for months. I think maybe over a year or two to get right with God. There is nothing else left for you to fear. Nothing. Are you good and ready with God? It's about that time. And that's why these funny, dangerous, scary things as Tusayo will pop up even on your screen. On your screen. That too are those things. I mean, I don't like to see death and people chopped up and stuff. I don't like to see that kind of thing. You tell me about it, I'll read about it, whatever, but I cannot, it does something to my mind. Young tools are that kind of thing. Yeah, like young Nanisa, it's very, naman, this is so inhumane type of situation. And for me to wake up to that, and then to see how many people jumped on the story so quickly. Even people with the wrong information and stuff. Like, you guys are so quick just to get likes, views, subscriptions, and you don't even know the full story. It scares that alone, it scares me. Because it tells me that so many people are not prepared for the end of it all. Your likes, your views, and subscriptions will not matter. You suing Usman Bani and trying to get your justice, you're about to burn in hell because you're focused on the wrong thing. You celebrating people of God, Enigma. Oh, he got his day in court. He's in trouble now. You're celebrating and you can't wait to put out that video. You're about to get a rude awakening. A lot of people are about to get a rude awakening and they don't even realize it. A lot of people claim to be people of God and they're not. They're not. They're not. And they kiss all. I always wonder why. God, why you put me in these situations? Why am I like this? Whatever. And I'm just like, oh, but I understand now. I've understood for a while, trust me, I do. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. I will forgive those who do me wrong. I will try to whatever extent I can, physically, whatever, spiritually, I can, to reach out to those that I feel like I have done wrong to. And I'm not ever going to be embarrassed to say, you know what, guys, I think I was wrong. There are those people, even when I've said, I feel like I was wrong in this situation, so on and so forth. And I want to make right by certain situations that will come back and remind me of who I was before. You will get blocked. Some of you have gotten blocked. I told you I will never block anyone unless you are being dangerous. What you're not going to do, I promise you this, and I will always promise you this, and that's to everyone. You will never take me out of God's grace. You will never remove me from the place that He has put me, where I have forgiveness for people, where I still believe people will have forgiveness for me, even if they can come out and be mad and crazy and angry or whatever, and they don't have forgiveness for me. But I can still believe that one day you will see the light, you will understand, because now I understand. No one can ever take me out of grace. No one can ever get me to a point of anger, maliciousness. No one can ever get me to a place of I want to be the one, no, never again. I have publicly spoken about the mistakes that I have made. I have repented privately, publicly confessed it. And then I still find people in my comment section saying, oh, yeah, but you remember that you are sent by Satan. You want to remind me of the past me. You are sent by Satan. You can never take me out of this grace, this light. I am going to dazzle like the diamond that I am. I am going to live under God's light forever. That forever is happening right now. And nobody can ever remove me from that. Nobody should ever remove you from that. Nobody should have ever, if that other guy that eliminated that lady, should have ever removed him from that. He shouldn't have removed her from that. He has now removed families from that. The kids, the parents, everyone. He removed a lot of people because Satan, if you let Satan in, that's where I told you guys, when you live in unforgiveness, guys, it's serious. I'm mad. It's how I feel right now. I have a burning feeling in me. When you live in unforgiveness, these kind of things, you perpetuate these kind of things. You don't even know. You are brewing that demon, that evil, that thing. You don't see it. You want to be right. Please other people because, I'm going to get them. No one's going to mess me about. When those same people, maybe by us toba, but you just want to get them and get them and get them. You find yourselves in these kind of murder-realized situations, and you might say, I'm crazy. But you know what, Ned? I promise you this. I live in the spiritual realm more than I do in this one. I don't communicate physically with a lot of people. And that's actually a fact, eh? Even me just saying it out loud is freaking crazy. I live in that other realm more than I do this one. I see a lot that happens there than what I do here. And when I say it here, it's like, oh, what are you saying, man? That's not real. It's not real because you don't know. I've prayed and I've wished. I didn't ask for whatever this is. This knowing is. And then, man, I found myself in a lot of shit, bruh. I found myself in a lot of shit. God forgive my dirty words. I found myself in a lot of shit. Like, young mangas are that thing. Young mangas are like me. In that much shit. Yo. I found myself. I always tell you guys, maybe one day, if God allows, I will tell you about it. I haven't said a lot of things about a lot of things, but I told you guys, every single video that I have done, I don't speak about anything that I cannot relate to myself personally. Everything I've ever spoken about, I've experienced. How about that? That's as much as I have been able to say without saying my full testimony. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. And I promise you guys, I never said to you guys, oh, God told me to tell you this. No, he hasn't. But every time I sit on this chair, that's the one thing I've always said to you guys. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say something. And I'm going to post it. And it's real. If I've ever apologized to someone, I meant it. If I've ever felt bad about anything, I've meant it. If I've ever wanted to do right with a certain situation because I know I was wrong, I've meant it. And the people that always come back into my comments and say, oh no, you're lying. It's like, I'm going to block you. You're not going to take me back to the darkness. You can't do that. I see you. If you don't see me, I see you. I don't give a damn about you. I'm a dazzling diamond. And it's evident that I'm a dazzling diamond. Look at me. It's not even a joke. The Lord resides inside of me. This is, I promise you, it's the truth. I gave my life to God. And he gave me something that I will never be able to explain. But he made it very clear to me what one is and what is not. And what my platform is to be. I get it. I get it. This girl that was eliminated by her man, Sibusiso. Hey, in my very rough. Like it disturbed me for hours today. I spoke to my mom about it and night. She was just like, yo, Nana, my mom was physically abused by my dad for years. But back then, there was no GBV, the terms and stuff, But she got away. She got away. And when she was with him, she was a strong, independent woman. So it was inevitable for her to become a strong, independent woman without him. These men, they will demoralize you, kick you down, beat you up, try to kill you because you are better than them. And that was my mom. I love my father. I don't want to lie to you guys, even after all the turmoil that he caused. But I was like daddy's little girl. And I've always had that connection with my father. Many things that I hate about him, some of them, I'm very much like him. His goofy, funny side, or, he's very goofy. Understand? There are many characteristics that I have of his. And I possess even more characteristics that my mom possesses. And I thank God for that, But I hate what he did to my mom. But my mom survived. She survived. There was a point where he used to beat her up. And I was scared of her. I used to say, she's a monster, mommy's a monster, like that. When I was younger, we didn't speak vernac. So our first language was English. And there was another form of control. I think my grandmother was very obsessed with that. That's the story for another day. But that's why I always resented how people would always say, like, oh, I'm a cheese girl, and oh, why do they speak like that? Nobody understood that if we spoke vernac, we'd get in shit. We'd get beaten up. My grandmother was very ruthless in that regard. Right? So it was never a flex. When I started to learn vernac, I was so happy. I felt free. You could never take that away from me. And that's why I can speak so many vernacular languages. And I'm prideful about that. Because I was beaten up for not speaking, for trying to speak vernac. as a black child by my grandmother, who was my father's mother. So my father being abusive to my mom was understandable in a way, thinking about who my grandmother was. It's a deep thing. Ugh. But also, with all of the dramas, with witnessing beaterizations, with experiencing beaterizations, I do believe that my grandmother was so hard. I was scared of her. She has passed away. As a matter of fact, when she passed away that week, I felt very ill. I literally almost died. And then once I found out that she was in the ground and buried, I was fine. It's crazy to me. I don't know why that happened. I couldn't even physically get to her funeral, get to where she was being buried. I was sick. I almost died. Almost died, real death. I don't know what our connection was like that. Like, but in a sense, it's like I loved her, but I felt really like abused by my grandmother. I really felt so abused by her. And after that week, she passed away and everything was said and I felt better. I went to the doctor and they were like, no, it's stomach flu. No, it's this, antibiotics. Nobody could figure out what it was. I was dying until she was buried. I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened there. But that lady terrified my life. But also she made me the woman that I am today. So I will always respect her for that. I loved my grandmother as much as I feared her. I really did love her. She made me the woman that I am today. She instilled in me the strength and the will to survive no matter what. Sometimes I kind of do cave and I become a little bit small, you know? I get a little bit scared. But then I snap out of it. And I always remember that, oh yeah, that was my grandmother that put that thing in me. That you will survive no matter what. Especially under the protection of the Lord. You will. You don't have a choice. It's already done. She was a God-fearing woman as well. I don't know what my grandmother's situation really was, but she has definitely shaped the woman that I am today. I feel like because I lived with her for some time, she raised me in like a boot camp type of situation. See, I mean, she was nice now and then, you know, but I feel like she prepared me for life no matter what. Like, you will survive. Don't forget God. You understand? I've never had that thing of, you know, the Christian, what is it? That negative stuff that people have of church and Christianity. No, I've always understood what it is and what it's not. It is what it is, and let me put it that way. As strict and as scary as my grandmother was, she made me understand life. It is what it is, and it is not what it's not. And it's that simple. And I don't know if that's a crazy way of thinking. Maybe she messed with my brain in some way. I don't know. But also I do believe that she helped me to survive. Yo. There's not even saying he could have done it another way. If somebody doesn't want to be with you anymore, leave. Guys, leave. You can't say, I've been taking care of this person for so long. Now they owe me. Didn't they take care of you at some point as well? Do you understand what I mean? We've all been working together at some point. Why do you feel like your portion of taking care of is more than my portion of taking care of? At the end of the day, we were all taking care of each other at some point in our lives. There was a point where you were up and you held me down. And then there was a point where I was up and I held you down. Why do you feel like yours is so much bigger than mine? When there was a time where you probably played me, then I played you. It happens. Men, you don't own women. Women, you don't own men. Stop that thing. You guys are killing each other. It's deep. It's bad. There's a child now out there that doesn't have parents. There's a family that is mourning. Yo, guys, I could cry and die. Please, guys, don't let Satan do this to you. He's gathering as many souls as he can. For the kingdom of darkness, you have to realize what I've been saying to you guys. It's not just about you guys repenting. It's about you guys changing. It's about you guys catching yourselves in that moment when you are about to do something fucking crazy. Otherwise, your repentance and anything else doesn't matter. If you cannot progress further as a different person, please, you guys, think. If that person got the rough money and they weren't going to include you in the spending and you took care of them, trust and believe God was going to bless you ahead. He was going to help you out ahead. For helping them, they dogged you out. You are going to get your cut. Eventually, everybody does. Ungajahi. It's like ukthwala. Ungajahi. Don't touch a lento. Don't do it. There's a life after this life. I say this because I believe it. I don't know if I was there before. You understand what I mean? But I am banking on life after this reality because this reality is seeming very much like hell. I want to go to the promised land where Jesus is for eternity. Everything is nice. And I want you to bank on that. I want you to be focused on that the same way I am focused on that. I want you guys to let go of the grudges. I'm going to get you back. You did this to me. Whatever. Let it go. Just let it go, my sister. Let it go. The rest of us have let it go. I'm one person that will ask for forgiveness. I will apologize. I will confess because I want my things to be right. I don't care what anyone says about me online. I don't give a damn. Maramina, I will apologize with a clean heart. Maramina, I will forgive you with a clean heart. Maramina, I will move on with a clean heart from any and every situation because God is good. I can forgive you because God died for me. Kanti mina ngonjani? If I say that I want to emulate or I would love to be like Jesus, I would really love to be like Jesus. That's the role model. That is my role model. No matter if people can say it's not possible, yeah, I understand, fine, okay, I get it. But that is my role model. That is my idol. That Jesus is my idol. You don't even understand. Jesus is my idol. And I know I can never. It's like some of you will never be like Beyonce and you idolize Beyonce. I know I can never be like Jesus. Jesus was so clean. I wish I didn't already have so many things that were fed in my mind. And I could just be clean like Jesus. I mean, I would be fine. I would be fine. I wish I was like Jesus. And the people always say, you can't wish that. Why? Why can't I wish that? Why can't Jesus be my role model? Why? Because Beyonce has to be. No, guys. I wish I was like Jesus, yes? You're so strong-minded. I'm strong-minded, but damn, I'm not as strong-minded as he was. Jesus was clean. Very, very clean. Don't you want to experience that kind of cleanliness, that kind of purity, that kind of realness, that authenticity? Yeah, I understand that. That's at its purest, cleanest form. That to me is like, man, if I could, just for a day, just for an hour, even a minute would do, just for me to feel what it feels like to be that kind of being. That would be really, really nice. Anyway, hey guys, I'm so sorry that we all had to witness this bad story. I just hope that people will start to wake up and see what happens, because every festive season, there's a case like this that happens over and over again. And in the pictures and the videos, he was that guy, Sibusiso. He was drinking with his friends at some point. Wada. Wherever alcohol is involved, guys, I've told you that alcohol is also right there. Stop drinking so much. Right now, I'm on the Carnivore Diet, and I've been drinking here and there. But I recently found out that it's best not to drink on the carnivore diet. So I'm really thinking about quitting alcohol completely. It does nothing for my life. And with the amount that I was drinking when I started the carnivore diet, it does nothing. So what am I searching for really? What level? And so I just feel like it's not safe to even drink anymore because they are watching, lurking, ready for the drama. If that guy was 110% sober, I think maybe, who knows? But you can tell from that video that he was possessed. He was. I've tried to make videos about how people look, how they behave when they are possessed. I can only hope, and these are the kind of videos that don't really get the views. But I will keep on making the videos, guys, so that you are alert and you see what it looks like. I'm not putting out these videos to scare you guys. I'm putting them out to warn you and show you what happens when a person's eyes change. What do they look like? I know this firsthand. I've seen it. I've seen it in my face. But I've been able to avoid it, evade it, and survive with my life. But there are many times where I probably shouldn't have.